guys? Welcome to the FG Movie Reviews, and this is my review for 28 Years Later. Guys, if you could, give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us grow. Thank you so very much. Now let's get right into this review. First, I'm going to get on a little bit of rant here. And, you know, before I went and saw this movie, I saw a bunch of just doom scrolling through my Instagram feed, fucking Twitter, all that bullshit. And all these idiots out there that are fixated on Monster Dick and Power Rangers, you're fucking stupid. You're honestly stupid. If that's all you took from this movie, you do not deserve to talk about movies. You really don't. That is two of the most inconsequential things in this movie. You guys fixated. I know it's for clicks and views, but you guys are stupid, and you guys should not talk about films in any shape or form. Not saying that I should talk about films, but the opening of this movie sets you up for some hardcore shit. We open with right when the rage virus is basically taking hold, and we hear a lot of scrambling while a bunch of kids are watching the Teletubbies. A woman brings in this kid and is like, don't leave here, be quiet, the whole 9 yards. And they're getting decimated in the other room, and the one kid who later on is a Jimmy, he opens the door and gets everybody else slaughtered except him, and he runs off to this church where his psychopathic priest father is like, this is a good thing, this is Judgment Day, and he gets ripped apart and becomes a rage monster, and then it jumps 28 years later. We're on the small town with where we're introduced to Jodie Comer's character, Aaron Taylor Johnson's character, Alfie Williams, who plays Spike in this, and it's his big day. He gets to go to the mainland to get his first kill, and his dad, Aaron Taylor Johnson, is taking him out to show him things and to get his first kills. We get introduced to these rage monsters, but they're like these bloated, crazy fucking looking humans that are eating worms, and they're basically bottom feeders, and it hits him in the neck with an arrow and shit. And I think it's dope. And what I think that Danny Boyle and Alex Garland are doing is they're building this world. This is going to be a trilogy. Definitely the second movie, The Bone Temple, is coming out next year, I think. The whole they're building the bigger world outside of the UK, these offshoot islands where we get to see that we get introduced to the military, where they are just decimated by this alpha, which these are cool too, and we're learning new things about what the rage has done over these years, and now we have these alphas, these big gigantor rage monsters. They just grab down and rip out the spine and the skull, which is really cool. I don't think that's exactly how that would work. I mean, visually, it's pretty fucking cool. I'll give it to them. It's pretty goddamn cool. We get introduced to Ray Fiennes' character, who was a doctor in the old world, and now he's kind of crazy, but he's not, because Jodie Comer is suffering from cancer. They don't know that until they take it to Ray Fiennes' character. She's basically about to die. She's on death's door. There's nothing they can do for him. So he kind of gives her a peaceful death, as peaceful as you can. His whole thing is that he's been building these pylons of bodies as a memorial to the dead, and he cleans off the skull, and the big tower of skulls is basically all the dead he's collected, memoriam to the dead. And he does the same thing with Jodie Comer's character and gives it to Spike, and Spike ends up placing it at the top of it towards the sun and in a good remembrance place. As the whole 9 yards of all of this happening, they also run into an infected. The baby comes out and it is not infected, so it is immune to the rage virus, which will definitely play out further in this universe, which I think is cool as shit. And I loved every bit of it, man. I from the start to the beginning, and even in the end when I am pretty sure older Jimmy, I can't find it what I'm looking at, but it is played by the dude who played Remick from Sinners. And you fucking love that guy, and how could somebody not love that dude? He's fucking fun as hell. And the Jimmies take over. Spike doesn't go back to his island. He wants to explore. He wants to go further into the world. And the Jimmies, they do parkour and shit like that, and that's how they take out the infected. But they're more like lighthearted. They're not, I mean, at some point I'm sure they're bad guys. But like their whole gimmick is lighthearted and fun and very cool, and they do parkour. And I love that like this hardcore like rock music kicks in right when they're fucking ripping these fucking infected up. And I think it's dope as shit. Again, I don't understand why everybody freaked out about it. I think it's cool. Weird shit happens in this universe. We literally have a universe where there's a rage virus that took over all the UK. All of the UK is fucking quarantined, right? Like, come on, man. Having these stretches aren't too far out there. It's just how far can they stretch it, and I think it's cool. And I think there would be splinter cells of cults and people with ideologies. Like, obviously, the Jimmies are a cult. Not a cult, a gang / cult. And I think it's dope. Where does this lie on our bloody star scale? The story is a 4. The cinematography is a 3.5. The characters are a 4. The design is a 4.5. Which brings our total to 4 stars. Guys, let me know down below. Did you see 28 years later? Give us that like. Give us a subscribe. Help us grow. Thank you so very much. And I will see you in my next review. Bye.